I don't Spotify.
Yeah.
Should know that. I want to add, look, there's always going to be, this is into all, light and laughs and giggle. There's obviously a difficult side of this as well. With blockchain is so incredible in terms of the advancements that it provides, but in terms of the public sector, in terms of work, in terms of the private sector as well, while there's going to be more jobs that are created, it's also going to result in the loss of a lot of the workforce. And a new set of skills are going to absolutely be required, and that's why it's so critically important that people are becoming more informed and educated in this space at a much faster rate. And I think that we're getting there. I really, really do. There's also the fact, and Jose spoke about this, and it's incredible, the fact that you can own your own information, right? That's huge. One thing I also want to say is with crypto, there's also a negative side, as you know. Look what's happening in Ukraine and Russia right now. There's the obfuscation of sanctions, of course. There's people who have used dollars. There's the Captagon trade, which is illegal sale of drugs. There's diamonds. There's, you name it. Any kind of asset will always be used in some capacity for negative things. And crypto is no stranger to that or exception to that rule. And I like to use the colonial pipeline, though. Between May 6th and 12th of 2021, I believe, there was ransom that was requested from terrorists that were trying to hijack the colonial pipeline. And the way that the government was able to capture these imposters was by the fact that they requested the ransom in Bitcoin. And for that reason, they were able to trace it. So there's always two sides to the coin, right? But with everything, as far as we've come and as far as we have to go, there's a lot more positive, and it's worth taking the negative in stride and working around it. And I think that there's a lot more opportunity in being able to provide for the mother who's in sub-Saharan Africa or who's in the outskirts of, living in the mountainous region in America, right here, doesn't have access to, believe it or not, people in America, right here in our own backyard, don't have access to even running water. But what's interesting is, in these areas where they don't have access to the things that we're so blessed to have access to on a daily basis, there is a phone that they have, and they also have access to the internet. And with that, they have the capability to download a wallet that will enable them to take on coins that will allow them a different opportunity than a bank, for example.
That is an interesting point in the sense that, just a matter of 2 years ago, if you wanted to be in entertainment, do I have to move to Los Angeles? This is a move. Oof, I gotta uproot the family. There's people in Uganda that are quite literally selling photographs for 50 ETH, right? They're just chilling there. I love my home, and now I'm banking hardcore on my craft, right? And I think that is what's happening here. You're democratizing where the whole conversation now is future of work, go to the office. This is almost like an outdated conversation for these people. It's I can quite literally just sit in my room and share the same photograph, and now it goes past Los Angeles, over to China, back, and so forth. And I just want to be conscious of time as well. Where are we at?
We have 10 minutes left.
10 minutes? Okay. Did you write this? Did you write?
I use blockchain.
Where did you come from? Did you literally come out to the day? Oh man.
The blockchain.
You were looking the other way. I think also building community has been such the major shift, and I'm gonna go a little bit micro on hip hop. 4 years ago, Lil Pump was made it as a SoundCloud person, right? But his payday was really kind of on merch and other things.